Lumi in game one, our panel didn't believe in the Crystal Maiden, didn't stop VP then. Now they pick Chen. Some questions, some heads being scratched. Will it stop them this time? These guys are the masters of the hero challenge. They seem to win with everything. They did it at the summit. They're busting out not quite different picks every single game, but they're certainly not afraid to pull something out of their back pocket. What do you think, Chen?
It's different heroes, but it's same playstyle. They're going to go at you fast and hard. I think that's going to be the name of the game, right? Chen, something that the panel touched on now, is the fact that you can grab a creep and just send it to heroes like Keeper of the Light, Nyx Assassin. What are they going to do when there's a Centaur running at you? Let's not forget that Leshrac mid is going to be maybe his hero, and he's normally very good on the hero, but what does he do when a Centaur runs behind him in setup gank? I feel like this Chen, even though perhaps it's not the best hero in the current meta, very, very good in this game.
Could be the dream game for 11, though. It's already, 3 melee heroes. You've got the Chen army as well, so Echo Slams aplenty could abound if he can get a good start. We did see an Earthshaker go off yesterday and just dominate from the off lane for XXS, but that was against an Ember Spirit. This time, going to be facing up against a Void and an Ogre, both of whom are a lot better at trading blows with the Shaker early. So unless he gets help, I'm not sure he's going to have that explosive start.
And looks like he's going to get scouted by warding into the enemy jungle as well.
So too will the Donkey. Always a risky business type of game when you're up against Lil and you're a courier. So not sure if we'll see him try to snipe it as the Chen, more commonly on some of his other more traditional roaming supports, the melee bruisers.
Forgive me as I talk a little bit about the Somnus or maybe Leshrac. They have played it 3 times in the group stage, 100% win rate on the hero. Here's the thing, they always play it with a save. Twice with the Oracle, 1 time with the Chronosphere on his ally. And the idea is to allow maybe to just go in and just not worry and just dish out as much damage as possible. Always goes for the Bloodstone first to extend his damage and as well as survivability. This game though, not only does he have to deal with an early game Chen roam, but also a ton of burst damage coming out from Virtus Pro. It's definitely one of their comfort heroes. I just don't know whether this is the game to do.
And we're going to see the Venomancer plop down in mid. So normally when the Venos run nowadays, it's as a core and as a safe lane core. Probably Artesian EG, the player that most fans are familiar with running the hero, but they're going to mix it up. They're going to put him against the Lesh, so it is a 2v2 showdown here, at least early. VP already applying pressure top. They're going to make the move here on the Keeper of the Light, trying to punish him out. He doesn't have the extra move, but he could be in danger. One auto attack. They
Not
went
like
Trey
this.
Yao. Oh, Yao is not going to be happy with them, I'll tell you that.
Well, you can talk to your teammates, but the creeps don't respawn well. Back in the mid lane, Venomous Gales flies through against Maybe. He's taking a ton of damage. Very low base armor all around. We're going to work out under the tower, but it's not going to be enough. The Knight coming out from Victoria. Still a win here for VP, but not getting the experience from that kill.
Yeah, good save there, but it shows you a weakness of the Lesh. He is extremely squishy. And Nyx did not have a point in the stun. He went for the mana burn early just to harass, and as a result, had no way to blunt that VP aggression. So great shot calling, identifying that there was an opening where normally, if a Nyx had saved the skill point or potentially just grabbed the stun, there wouldn't be.
The silver lining out here for LGD is the fact that the Shaker is getting a 1v1 matchup. Like you mentioned, Void is still going to win that matchup, just trades better, but, as an offlane Shaker, all you care about is a couple of last hits.
If not win it, you at least shouldn't lose it as bad as Ember, because, you get hit by the Enchant Totem, you can time walk off some of the damage, you're just better at trading in general as well with the bash.
Yep. Notice that he doesn't have a single point of vision just yet. Just using the Enchant Totem early on just gives you so much more of an edge. If it's a true 1v1, then you can just kind of last it out.
We'll need him to come up big, because the rest of the lanes are struggling. The first blood happening early top. Ame, only 6-2 here, not exactly farming up a storm. So at the same time, Ramsey's not doing particularly well, but of course Ame is getting help, whereas, at least for now, I think Ramses has lost his. VP are just going to stick in the 2v2 setup top. Wondering if the Chen is going to make a move at some point. Like, do you see Lil leaving this top lane, or do you just keep on constantly pressuring the Keeper of the Light early?
If he's leaving the top lane, he's probably going to go mid for a gank, but I think if he's calling a place home, it's probably going to be the top lane for now. You have a very easy camp to access any big creeps you might need, and you're putting a ton of pressure on this Pro Warlord as well as the Keeper of the Light.
Trading the experience, at least for now, with Pasha. Not farming the jungle, just constantly parked and showing himself top. seems they're content with slowing Ame down as opposed to worrying too much about trying to get the kills. No one continues to hold mid. Already 17 CS for him, and now we will see the move. Solo's gonna at least initially rotate off of the lane. Perhaps considers a different setup here. 11 might be the hero that he looks to zone out. Now the Earthshaker could be in trouble as Solo comes in. He's going to start things off with the Ignite. They can use the stun. If they get a single bash, 11 actually no TP. They don't need to hold any stuns. They might be able to kill him off here. The Time Walk's still on cooldown for 5 seconds time. He does have the boots advantage and brains around the trees. Not often you see a Shaker. Oh, and somehow the stretch arm struck stun. Time walking forward. They're going to need that bash to get this kill. 11 keeps on juking, but Ramsey's cutting him off. The bash finally gets it and drills him. Did not think he would be in range there with a Fire Blast, but just barely clipped him.
I wonder if he would have survived if he just like walked straight home, you know? Like he did do quite a bit of jukes in the jungle, although...
I think probably, yeah.
I mean, Ramsey was doing a very excellent job, like body blocking as he's hitting, walking in front of him, so it would have been tough either way. Good gank here from Solo, and he takes away the rune as well. Very good.
Ace Rune grabbed, and you know, something you touched on, these melee bruisers, generally the main hero's snagging runes, and Solo has been doing that. Grabs the haste, he's grabbed 2 bounties, also finding the kills. He got a double damage rune earlier, so constantly pressuring them is...
Oh, they're gonna gank Lil in the jungle.
Taking over this LGD jungle, but it might be an overextension by him. The double stun comes through. Lil does not have a TP scroll either, so maybe running him down. The Edict works its magic, and LGD get back on the board, finally getting a kill here. Trying to turn these lanes around. Very
good ward to actually scout out the rotation in the jungle. Normally you don't put this, the other one, deeper into the jungle. Because, you know, Chen is going to be taking that path a lot of time, and you're actually going to be able to pick up a kill. So earlier you were comparing the Venomancer to something that, you know, EG has been playing a lot, but the mid-Veno builds it quite differently. Maxes the Gale here as you fire it off, and there's just so much harass coming in. But looks like the harass will get turned the other direction as the Nyx assassin rotates in.
Yeah, not a single point in the Plague Wards yet.
Yep. This is a kill build, you know, you go Gale, you get your ult at 6, and then once you land the Gale, you're just gonna get a kill. So much right-click damage with the Poison Sting as well. But immediate smoke from LGD from the mid lane after shrining up, I think, evading them in, or perhaps just a bad smoke it seems.
Looks like no one is rushing the Midas here. Already grabbed the Gloves of Haste, so just to play a bit more proper carry Veno. As you mentioned, really just trying to be the big damage dealer for his hero in his upcoming fights. LGD sensing something's not right. Yao is going to TP out. Pasha was hunting for him. Evades the Scorpion, gets away to safety. Meanwhile, a lot of key ultimates about to come online. Echo Slam very close for 11. We see Ramses now find the Chronosphere. The chase is on top as VP dives behind the tower. The double Big Bird strat goes in. Ame getting burrowed initially, but the tornadoes are on cooldown. And now the turnaround comes. They want to catch him out, but Pasha somehow jukes the stun. They're going to need a bash here, and they do get it at the buzzer. Ame securing the kill.
Meanwhile, as we saw on the big screen, Chronosphere committed for the Earthshaker kill. Trying to defend himself, but still not level 6 just yet, and Shaker also goes down. So, fairly similar starts for VP as game 1. Might not be getting as much out of the lane stage, but LGD definitely very far behind right now.
So, interesting choice by Lil here. You know, one thing that we have seen with a lot of the recent Chen picks is 11 goes in on Ramses, keeps on hitting him with the totem, the fissure comes out, he's just not got the level 6 yet. Otherwise, I think that's actually a kill, but it's a bit preemptive with the initiation. But yeah, the Chen is going Midas as well. So, you know, where the Chen picks in theory fall off a little bit, or even a lot later on, Lil is going to try to stay relevant. And, you know, some of the recent buffs this hero has gotten, I mean, you can talk about them more. A lot of them are around his late game. Yeah, especially with the talents.
Well, we're going to see an initiation going on maybe on the mid lane here. They will miss, and as a result, Somnus is going to die. He's going to try to take down no one with him, but not enough damage.
Victoria wrapping around. He sees 2 low HP heroes. Solo gets out as well. Nobody dying. They just need that bit of follow-up. Love to see 11 there, but sadly his...
Mid lane Gale happening again. Victoria pops the spike and just beats a TP out. This mid-Veno is so threatening whenever he just lands a Gale on you.
Forcing him out of the lane. Meanwhile, Pasha up top does get hit by the axes. Ame looking for the bash, still not getting it. Will he continue pursuit on Pasha as burrow away to safety as Ramses worms his way through the trees? Echo Slam finally online. And they do bring maybe down for this. No Radiant Vision of this rotation, but Ramsey senses something's not right. Time walking to safety. Should be out of there. They'll steal a small collection of creeps. But so, meanwhile, VP are making their own move as they smoke up. The Chen is going to join here with the Ogre. They're going to look to make this committed dive into the enemy woods.
Oh, they're going to see this Troll Warlord farming in the woods.
In danger, perhaps. The whirling melee axes are on cooldown. He might need that bit of evasion here to get out safely, and now getting slowed down, taking some decent nuke damage, gets the axes off again, but won't make it up to the high ground. Lil nukes him down.
Can they catch anyone on the way back? Fissure trying to block people off. They just went for some Chen creeps. Don't feel like they kill any hero.
LGD are just feeling very immobile right now.
Yep.
They seem a bit slow to react. They're with the Veno Gale coming out, often heroes can't get away. Meanwhile, VP, while they have some clunky heroes on paper, are making them feel rather nimble in practice.
Gale hits on the mid lane again, and maybe just uses a very defensive stun to just get the Veno off of him. And again,
he's going to be losing these raindrops soon.
Yeah.
Now the rotation comes in. VP looking for the flank.
They just don't stop.
They're bringing 2 cores to the mid lane, and the ward gets dropped out. That is going to cancel the salve, and now, while Ame wants to chase no one, they're looking to grab the news from the rear.
It's coming.
Solo's coming in with the help of the creep army. Going to connect here. Maybe he tries to juke, but they get off the slow. Now the follow-up clap can come through, potentially. Stays out, just out of range. Hadouken!
Okay, raindrop does block it.
Does block it. Needs to get to the shrine quickly. There's going to be another one cooling down in a few seconds, but I mean, they had 2 cores sitting mid during that time just to try and dodge the gank. They bring 11 toward top. LGD are just all over the place with these lanes, and they are getting punished for it in terms of farm.
Yeah, LGD just feels like a plumber in a bad pipe in the bathroom. Just like there's so many leaks, and they just going everywhere to put out flames, and it's just not.
What kind of plumbing experiences have you had?
I'm a bad plumber.
You're seriously bad. Yeah. You've got flames coming out everywhere. I don't think it's quite that bad for LGD yet, but it might get there at this rate.
Maybe he does have a haste rune. He definitely wants to get a solo kill, but the spidey senses of no one, he dodges away. Now the conversation after the game 1 was that, from the panel, was that, you know, they need to play faster. LGD does. They have adapted.
It definitely hasn't worked out that way in practice. I don't think Keeper likes that type of hero, but mid lane, Victoria looking to finally set up something, and they will get this key Veno kill, taking him down mid. Went for that Midas, so a bit squishier than Veno might be at this stage, and does get punished for it, but that said, he has already started using the Midas. The Chen Midas about to be picked up here as well, so even if VP are giving up deaths here and there, can still find some openings as Yao lurks behind the tower. They're trying to farm up 11's Blink Dagger. It's a critical juncture for LGD. Close to the Blink. Tons of AoE parked behind this tower. Do VP dare commit? Solo's going to wrap around it into the waiting arms of Yao, who's revving up the blast and following that through with the Enchant Totem. He finishes it emphatically with a dunk.
Good vision. They had this ward, and they just, you know, saw the Ogre Magi walking up on his own. Was able to pick up the kill. Very nicely done.
How much pressure do you feel LGD are under, Lumi? There is a double Midas already completed.
Yeah, for sure. A ton of pressure to answer your question. And, you know, they can't really get out of the map as easily because there's Chen creeps everywhere. Venom wards are scouting out ganks left and right. And you can make the argument that Virtus Pro are scaling better into the late game as well, especially with that double Midas. That double Midas, especially with Venomancer's level 10 plus 30% experience talent, it's going to put him to level 25 so very quickly. Ame forces TP out. Burst Strike will be here on time.
Hesitated for just a second. He gets the bash, but not enough damage pumped out there. Pasha scoring the kill and his own Blink. Only 700 gold off. They are going to send Victoria roaming this way. Perhaps he can find no one who's trying to farm up from the safety of the high ground, but maybe looks to close the gap. It's another Victoria special coming in with the help of the Pulse Nova. They score the kill. Desperately needed momentum here from LGD. All of it coming from the Victoria engine.
Yeah, you know, Day9 has been really on the case of the, 80% win rate on Nyx Assassin?
It was like, 79.8 something.
And this is a game where we're seeing why he's actually doing so well. Think of a a 4 position Sanking.
Ramses, he's been scouted out here. The Blink's available. No Echo Slam on 11.
Yeah. So comparing it to a 4 position Sanking to a 4 position Nyx, right? Even if you have a good laning stage with a Sanking, you still need to farm for that Blink Dagger. And that means you're just off the map for like, 5-6 minutes, doing nothing for your team. But the difference is here, Nyx Assassin, as soon as he turns 6, he just gets to walk around the map and start setting up kills. And as they say that here, Victoria invised up again. He's just waiting for 9posh to walk away from the tower vision.
And just look to carapace one of those caustic hits, potentially get this kill. So Pasha lurks back at the tower, suspicious that something is not right because Leshrac has died enough that if he's sitting there, he likely does have help.
There's no way that...
By the way, this ward LGD have top has been instrumental in stemming the bleeding. It has scouted at least 4 or 5 VP movements stop.
That's what gave them the Ogre kill earlier. They saw the Ogre walking around.
It just dodged the Void gank initially. It's since dodged any sort of follow-up sticking around. Solo kind of rambled up that way. Lil was doing the same. That ward right now is the 6th man for LGD.
Right. I mean, you normally don't ward there as a Dire. It's such a defensive ward, but in this game, LGD knows that they're running at you non-stop, and that ward is probably one of the best in business to kind of stay alive. And again, Victoria, as soon as that Invis is ready to go, he's going to probably pop it and just be on the map again. Smoke Gang coming out this time here from LGD.
It's maybe again. They just keep on trying to punish the Leshrac. Constantly being pursued in the mid lane. And Chrono's there with the help of the double damage, and Ramses can probably do the solo Gale coming through. Poison Nova committed 11 there looking for the trade, but Ramses just walks it off. Now Victoria rumbling in, wants to get onto no one here. They're going to need a stun. He connects on one, but Lil looking to salvage this fight. Fall from Pasha as they get forward. Ame going to go down. It's just one to the next here. Ramses jumping in. He is not going to be pushed away by a simple carapace. Now Solo giving a bit of clubbing action. 11 though, backing away, still has the Echo Slam. He's already used the blink defensively, and then the bash comes through. The Fissure from low ground. Dodge way! Ramses pulling out the jukes, breaking ankles as he time walks over the Nyx stun, scores the kill. They just never had that crucial opening for 11 to turn the fight, Lumi. Too chaotic, too much of, 3v1, 2v1, 1v1 type engagements. He just couldn't find a good Echo Slam.
Yeah, Shaker is really good as a hero when the slows are, when the fights, are slow and methodical, and this is the opposite of that. It's just VP running at you, you don't have time to set up. And one of the conversations that the panel was also having is that Keeper of the Light is a hero that needs a little bit of time and a lot of farm to come online. Yao is getting no room to get that farm. Moving forward, this bathroom is really looking like it's on fire.
It's on fire, there's leaks everywhere.
Yeah, it's just not looking good for LGD right now.
What is the strategy at this point for LGD? Like, how do you see their overall game plan? Are they a 5-man pushing lineup? Are they a turtle farm lineup? Are they trying to sneak a Roshan? Like, what are some of the key points as far as how they get back in the game strategy-wise? They're not actually down really at all in the net worth department, but it does feel like all the momentum is VPs right now.
Right, they're not down, like, economically wise right now, but double Midas is one thing. The heroes that scale so well in Virtus Pro is another. But to answer your question, LGD, they are definitely a slowdown and farm. Dodge ganks, get off pickoffs on your own with your Shaker as well as Nyx Assassin. Get that Bloodstone online on Leshrac. Leshrac with the Bloodstone, once you get going, you get a ton of kills. He can be a big factor in these kind of mid and late game team fights.
Better to have the deaths now before the Bloodstone comes out, and maybe...
That's one way to think of it.
Is close.
Yeah.
Now that said, Leshrac is not the escape artist that many other Bloodstone carriers are, like Storm Spears, for example.
Right, but and here's the thing, it's something I brought up earlier, and what we just witnessed in the last fight, that no save. No Oracle in this lineup after you see the initiation into the jungle. Nyx Assassin does get off the nice spike against 3, but will go down. And that invites the push on the mid lane. The tower's going to get killed pretty easily.
Low on mana here on Ramses, though, so it doesn't seem to matter. He is unfazed as he muscles down the tier 1 mid.
Yep.
The Midas is slowly kicking in for VP. More so in experience than in gold, at least for now, but still waiting to see when that next offensive will come from LGD. They just constantly seem to be reacting to VP's movements, warding defensively, getting ganked under their towers, biding their time. As finally we'll see some recall action here.
I like this.
Yao can bring in 11. That could be an opening.
Yeah, Blink Echo Slam to start the fight, but
Pasha would be a big kill. He shows himself with Sandstorm. Could be the opening. 11 lunging in.
Oh, the hesitation. 11 didn't want to use his Echo Slam, but
I think he wanted to go for the Fissure, like the Enchant Totem Fissure kill.
Right.
And save the Echo for a follow-up.
This is no time to save, man.
Greed or hesitation, whatever it was.
Yeah, just
awesome there.
Well, easy for us to say, but maybe he felt like he needed to take the risk. I do want to point out the nice bit of synergy here. The panel does mention, the Bloodlust helped the faces Void quite a bit early on. Just with simply the Mask of Madness as well as Bloodlust, he fights really, really well. And Chen has also gotten a Frost Ogre creep to put the Frost Armor to take away the disadvantage of that Mask of Madness as well. He becomes a kind of a pretty sick carry at this point, just with the help of his ally. Pretty nice.
This siege is risky business for LGD. There is so much counter initiation available for VP. Pasha lurking in the trees with the blink, epicenter at the ready, not to mention the void that you talked about, and the potential bonus damage you could bring to bear. So we will see LGD get nervous, they back away. Pasha being off the map is doing wonders for VP this game in terms of scaring the bejesus out of LGD.
So Chen is close to finishing that Aghanim Scepter really, really soon. I didn't think we were going to see an Ags Chen TI, but
we're going to see a lot more than that at this rate.
We're going to see, big creeps being dominated. What's your favorite one here that you think will help out VP?
I mean, the plus HP is always huge.
Yeah, plus HP is great.
From the Rock Golem.
I wonder if we're going to see some of the newer ones.
What's your personal favorite?
Oh, I like my Black Dragon. You gotta rain and fire over kids.
Setting up on the bottom lane, they want to make the go on Pasha at the same time that Lil is trying to TP out. He gets caught. The Sand King might die as well. Very low, 11. Not quite able to finish him off, and did commit the Echo for that.
Yep. I'm not sure whether they changed Sun Echo into Illuminate, into Fissure. If you had all of that, it should be a kill, but I did not see how that fight broke out.
I believe he interrupted a little bit with the Burrow Strike away, but in any case, not able to finish him off. Good news for LGD though, they get that first Bloodstone charge for Maybe, and now Maybe can take this tier 1 down as well. But the T-tier reaction coming in for Pasha. Wants to try and hold the line here.
Is he gonna let that channel Epicenter?
Thinking about it. I don't think he can solo kill Maybe though at 1800 health. He'll certainly need backup. As VP start to posture near the Roshan pit. TP coming in to the south side from that void, and no one gets scouted out here. Actually, Victoria as well. He is forced to Carapace to push away from 11. Time on forward. He catches out 2. They need the follow-up damage. Bring in the Poison Nova. It will start quickly bringing down the Nyx Assassin. Tries for the stun. Down he goes. Decisive play from Ramses there. VP grab 2.
Ramses has a double damage rune. That really made short work of 2 heroes with a chrono. Very nicely done. Just before that kill, I was going to say, look, this is exactly the pacing LGD wants to have. Just a very slow game. You set up a gank with a Shaker, you set up another with a Nyx, and then you just let your Bloodstone Leshrac to be there to soak up all of those kills. But VP answers back very quickly. And we are getting to a point where all of these kind of farming items that VP has purchased is about to, sink in. The Ramses Lincolns is about to be finished, so he will really start to hit hard and start to build damage without worry. The Midas has been running for a long time now. Hurricane Pike being finished on no one. And of course the Aghanim Scepter I talked about on Chen is very, very close to being finished. I think VP will give it 5 more minutes or so, and then the pressure is back on.
Yeah, they're definitely going to hit a huge power spike with that round of items that you talked about. And LGD tried to prevent them from getting to that point. They move in with 11, Echo Slam in 1 second. They break the smoke. They find Ramses to start the fight. Huge takedown if they can get it. Gets pushed away, but what a force down! Pasha almost finishes off 3. Ends up dying, but will bail out his face's voice. Victoria's low. Brought down. So much poison damage. Also Maybe now getting caught out. They finally commit the Echo. Four-step gaming pulls them out again. LGD have to run.
No one playing out of his mind. That initial 4-step was his, pushing the Void away from a certain depth. That was a perfect chain sign coming out from LGD. I think Victoria perhaps hesitated just a slight second, and again, got just punished for it. The secondary 4-step, just as good.
God, that Epicenter was huge as well. Breaks up the chain of initiation, triple hero stun, then they get the Venomancer, damage ticking in the whole while, and nobody can fight at that point. Like, once VP just dropped that stuff, Lumi, that was a fight without Poison Nova, a fight without Chronosphere, and I would say VP still won that fight.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to watch it one more time. The smoke breaks from, and then they react so quickly. Venomancer pushes them away. Look at the hesitation of Nyx, and then the Sand King comes in. Good thing, I guess, silver lining here is that the Leshrac did die relatively early into the fight, giving the rest of the team a big heal with his Bloodstone. Meanwhile, in the woods here, Solo, driving Ya away as the Roshan. Kind of explained here by Virtus Pro.
VP, the numbers might say they're only slightly ahead, but the momentum has been consistently theirs. At 23 minutes, towers are falling. They went for the greedy double Midas. They've made it work for them as they first ensured that they were winning these lanes before they grabbed it, and now their team fight just continues to ramp up heading later into the game. Lil has his Aghanim Scepter online, so those bigger creeps are available to buff up the army, to buff up the 5-man. You've got the Bloodlust.
Tanking. Links in mid lane, Burrow Strike. They get the Venom on the back line. 11 in a lot of trouble. No force staff to get him out of there. He's going to spend his go. He thinks he'll die. He's going to farm a little bit more. Buys a recipe before he dies. All right. Not too bad here for Shaker.
You say not too bad. I say another death.
Oh.
He constantly on the back foot, and Ramsey's looking for more. Here come the bashes. There goes the kill. Again, VP, every gank is a success. Now they TP in. Ramsey's bottom. With the Aegis, he's unafraid, and they can't even take this tower. 3 heroes from VP, marshalling the defense. Victoria will grab a bounty run. He's stalking Pasha, but
Dire's middle tower is
really seem like he wants to go for a kill. And who do you go on as an Ix? Lil's got an Aghanim Scepter. The Ogre's naturally extremely tanky. There's just not any easy pickoffs at this stage, Lemmy.
I don't think there are pickoffs anymore because the way that VP is going to play now is the Chen game. We're going to group up and send 5 at you. Nyx Assassin, very good when you're kind of finding 1 or 2 in the jungle. You set up a gank for your team, but that is not the playstyle that Virtus Pro will have for the remainder of the game.
So with this Aegis, if you're in VP's shoes, any sense of urgency, any particular objectives that your eyes are on?
You wait for your Chronosphere to be back online. You either go for a smoke or a frontal push. Either way, it's fine. I think Virtus Pro is ahead enough where they can do a frontal push, and LGD cannot repel. Of course, if you just get a smoke gank and it works, that would also be great.
Big opportunity for LGD. They actually wait. They let VP get back to their tower. They see Ramses. They know what's behind him, or at least have an idea of it. They're looking for this flank, but they've been hesitant this game. We saw it earlier with 11 not dropping the Echo immediately. We're even seeing it now where they try to find that perfect opening, and well, they do. Chen going down early in the fight, but at the same time, a 3-hero burrow. Pasha can come back with the Epi into the Chrono. Still 30 seconds, though, so Ramses won't have it yet. Gets the bashes, scores the kill, Shaker down. LGD now on the run, and this is where things can get ugly as Pasha continues to try to find that opening. Still waiting. Gets the burrow, that's 2. About to be a 3rd. The bashes come through. VP routing LGD. Indecision is the name of the game for them.
They have to be decisive. They have to see the Void. They have to go in and kill the Void. There's just no other way. This Void is dealing so much damage. And it's hard. It's hard.
He has an Aegis.
Yeah, he has an Aegis. He has the Chen Hand of God. He has Defense of Force Staff on his team. There's so many saves on the side of Virtus Pro. And unfortunately, LGD can't say the same for their own heroes. And it's like you mentioned earlier, you know, it's 1k goal lead, 2k goal lead, but to me, this game is, for LGD, they're so far behind.
It's rapidly getting out of hand. And then you just look at some of the matchups heading later. Like, we'll take another look at this fight first, see how it unfolded, where they committed everything for a Chen, got caught by a quick 3-hero burrow, second time that Pasha has managed to counter-initiate and interrupt LGD. Again, they're fighting in between a Shrine and a Tier 2. And a Tier 1 in the mid lane. So there's so many ways for VP to cut them off and, you know, rejoin this fight, even if they weren't already in position. And you just see the patience of Pasha waiting, not just for that first kill or the second kill, but looking for the follow-ups as well. But back to the action where Victoria is in the back lines as they have caught out Old 11 in the trees. Pasha pursuing him out. The Shaker's in danger.
Oh, he's gone.
Tries to make it away, but where are you going? Where are you going, my friend? Echo Slam available. The burrow comes through. They're kiting him. They control him nicely, and they score another kill. And now Triceratops coming into play as the Ancient Thunderhides also joined the squad. VP on the warpath. No signs of a slowdown.
Yeah, they're going to group up and look to finish the game. What is your defense, LGD? Shaker dead for 30 seconds. Does have Echo Slam, but 30 seconds with this Void hitting your buildings. Burrow Strike coming through on the backline. They see Yao. Yao's gone.
This Void is massive with not only the Mask of Madness, the Bloodlust, he's also got the Frenzy from the Ancient Thunderhides. Making it hit like a truck right now as he chews through the Valor X. It feels like Ramses is already into the late game. How can LGD answer? Their base is crumbling. VP take one lane. They're looking for the second.
They could go mid. Are they going to give them the respect to the Shaker?
Back away here. Will Victoria try to pursue? Oh, it looks like they get out safely, at least for now.
Top tower is getting walloped.
As a team, they stagger back.
Oh, they
Now
see maybe.
looking for the flank, gets caught out. He's forced to throw that Yule down defensively.
No.
Decent
get it
stuff
off.
from the Knicks. They need the Echo Slam, though. They need the Shaker, and he's in the face. Why is maybe out so far? LGD are not playing as a team. It's what got them to this point. But it won't get them any further because they're dying one by one. Now 11's turn. Caught out by Ramses. Getting pummeled by the Hammerhead Sharkman and chases forward on the Yao. They keep on spamming the chat wheel, charging at their buildings. VP, head full of steam. Second lane of Brax is theirs. The series is theirs. They have slain LGD.
They made it look easy. This time, you know, they got off the fast start as they always do, and then scaled it back. Patience with double Midas. And then as soon as they got enough items for that push, the game was over.
I think